Hey guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Exos Heroes, I've got a guide for you guys on new core raid, and it's known as Blooming Someday, where we are going to fight against 3 new core raid boss units. And first is gonna be the Fate Core Corgi, next is gonna be the Fate Core Chati, and finally it's gonna be the Fate Core Shell. Alright, so when we defeat them, we'll be getting a lot of core raid coupons, which we can exchange in this shop section right over here. And the best product that you can exchange for core raid coupon is gonna be the memory of general. Please try to get a lot of them, because generals are the one that is the key to the unlocking signature force in this game, which will allow you to deal amazing, insane damage against your opponents, whether it be the PvP connets or the PvE connets. So you can actually dominate your opponents with that signature force around. It's also known as the whale force, because generals really do not drop that easy in this game. You really have to keep on doing lots and lots of summons to get a lot of generals in this game. So that's said and done, guys. You should be really getting your hands on the memory of the general whenever you have chance. So I am pretty lucky to get a memory of Shufragan right over here, and I will be getting 9 units of memory of Shufragan for 7,200 core raid coupons. It's gonna be quite hard, but it's gonna be totally worth it as well, okay, as they only drop at 0.035% chance from the banner summons. I'm like, the rates are even worse than Genshin Impact. Okay, think about it. 0.035% chance to get a single general unit. It's really bad rate right over there, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it and done. And now let's talk about the other things right over here. So in the basic products, just get the memory of the generals whenever you have the chance, and you can reset this basic product shop right over here like 3 times per day. So there is a chance for you guys to actually reroll whatever is coming right over here, and try to get your luck really good when it comes to getting the memory of the general out there. All right, so try to get that one. And next is going to be the raid products right over here. You need to purchase these 4 raid products in order to get the step up reward. There are going to be 5 step up reward. First is going to be this like shards of the general fated hero units in this game. And if you're asking me which shard is better to pick amongst all of them, I would say Rera, okay, because Rera has AoE damage as well, and she's one of the best unit out there in the game. If you have multiple units of her, you can possibly transcend that Rera as well later on in the future. And being able to transcend your Rera, what's really gonna happen is that like you can element enhance her to the max, which will allow her to break multiple guardian stones of the opponent in the single strike, and that can be really happy. That can be really awesome. All right, sorry about that, man, mispronunciation. All right, next is gonna be the step reward number 2. That's gonna be faded armor crafting ticket, pretty good. Next is gonna be the faded weapon crafting ticket, pretty awesome. I mean, like, it's really hard to get faded weapons from the Relic of Dragon Dynasty, so I would say it's pretty good enough. Next is gonna be the 10 units of Nation Recruit ticket, which is pretty awesome. Try to collect a total of 115 Nation Recruit ticket before you actually start going crazy on Nation Recruit ticket summons. Alright, because like at 150 mileage, you'll be getting a special fated hero unit selection ticket that will allow you to select any one of the general units in the game, and that's really good, guys. It's really awesome. Getting general is very amazing thing in this game. Sometimes, like most of the time, like they are even important than compared to the most of the Fate Core hero units out there. You can just like sideline most of the Fate Core hero units. If you somehow manage to get the general, that's much better. That's how good they really are. Next is gonna be the Fate Core hero recruit ticket, and it's the best reward that you can actually get from here out here. But the problem is that like I have never heard of someone mentioning that they were actually quite lucky to get gold Fate Core hero unit from this item right over here. Alright, even though it has that chance, I really don't know what's the chance out there. Maybe it's like lesser than 1% chance, could be. I still have to like I still have to hear that like if someone is actually claiming or boasting that like, wow, I actually managed to get a gold Fate Core hero unit from this ticket right over here. But anyways, nonetheless, it's good to have around. All right, so well, let's actually talk about the core raid pass right over here. So the thing is that first thing, the missions are very easy to do. Just keep on doing the core raid boss battles, and you will be able to get all this core raid pass experience without any problem at all, and you'll be getting a lot of these rewards in no time. And if you want to go a little bit premium instead of just free, okay, you can actually pay 3,000 crystals, which is equivalent to about $20 to $21. Okay, so I really don't think it's really that expensive. you can go with it. And if you're asking me, is it really worth the value, I would say yes, it is, because usually one multi-summon costs you guys about $27 in this game, and you are already getting Nation Recruit tickets worth one multi-summon. So the value is already redeemed right over here at level 20. Alright, and you are also getting additional items, like so many of the additional items which are gonna be definitely damn helpful for the beginners out there, like Holy Water of Universe and many other things out there, guys, including the another Fate Core Hero Recruit ticket as well, which might actually give you a gold Fate Core Hero unit, or let's say a blue Fate Core Hero unit if you got quite lucky. Alright, most of the time you will end up getting a black Fate Core Hero unit from this item right over here. So if you're asking me if the free pass is really good, I would say like it's pretty decent, not really that super, but decent enough. Alright, because you are getting a rank 1 faded armor crafting ticket at the end, and you are getting a lot of cess plus like all various sorts of other rewards out there, which like usually I make fun of. Like, what is that? But there's this item called the Ultimate Warp, which is a new addition to this game, and definitely I would love to get my hands on this item right over here. So I would say it's pretty good, decent value right over here, even though it's so bad compared to the premium pass. Like, this game is really asking you to pay that $20 to get this premium pass. Anyways, now it's time to form a strategy to how to defeat the boss units right over here, how to defeat the Fate Core Corgi, how to defeat the Fate Core Chati, and finally how to defeat the Fate Core Shell, which is the main boss in this game, right? First of all, let's go and let's try to set up our team. First of all, guys, you need to have battery. Alright, it's pretty like mandatory in the core raid. If you don't have battery, try to get those kind of units who are pretty good at dealing the dot damage on the opponent, so that you have easier time in breaking the Guardian Stone of the opponent. You can see the Guardian Stone information right over here. And one really good thing about this content right now is that the first Guardian Stone set effect that you are gonna face against the boss units is gonna be the Flame type. And if you can break them right away, you will be able to deal 100% guaranteed critical hit damage on them, and that can actually make some of your units really deadly. Like, let's say Fate Core Deva, okay? Because you can double the critical damage whenever she hits the critical hit. So with that thing said and done, man, the boss units have no chance to survive when you have Fate Core Deva, especially when she has Signature Force with her. Alright, so that's it and done. You can see that, like, in my team, I have Fate Core Deva for that purpose. Next is going to be the Fate Core Battery right over here. Battery provides that Tranquil Mark effect, under which this Underwalker Rats, or let's say this Underwalker Blacksmith, is going to be able to break 3 random Guardian Stones. Yes, you heard me right. They really don't care what element is that Guardian Stone. Whether it be the flame, whether it be the nature, whether it be the machine, or whatever that is, they really don't care. They just go and break 3 random Guardian Stones right away, and that is really insane help indeed. They are gonna be like total of 6 Guardian Stones per each one boss unit, so you will be needing like 2 of these rats in order to break 2 Guardian Stones right off the bat. Alright, so that's gonna be really helpful out there. If you don't have battery, try to go with those kind of units out there who are good at dealing the dot damages. That's what I told you guys, like Corgi, like Jinai. They are the one who are gonna be quite helpful in order to break those Guardian Stones real fast. Alright, but it's gonna be a little bit tiring process, and in the due process as well, I think the boss units will have quite a good time in getting their turn in order to deal damage to you guys as well. So it's a little bit unfair environment. If you have battery, it's way easy. Next is gonna be the Fate Core Jinai. She's out there just to slow down the opponents because of the charm effect, as she can decrease the attack speed of the opponent, so it's going to be quite easier to manipulate the opponents out there. So that is that, guys. And she also provides +1 mana to the back row, whereas the battery provides +1 mana to the front row. That's why I have put this rats on the front row right over here. And my main damage dealer is definitely gonna be Fate Core Jinai, Fate Core Battery, and finally the Fate Core Deva. When it comes to Fate Core Deva, she's gonna annihilate the opponents, and I'm gonna show it to you guys. Alright, so let's do it. But if you want an auto team, well, you can actually go with the Ulum or Fate Core Ulum instead of these rats, and try to go with like Garf or let's say Rudley, to provide some really good defense to your team. And if you have really good, like sustenance build up in your team, then well, it's gonna be really easy. Especially the combo between like Fate Core Battery, Fate Core Garf, Fate Core Rudley, and Ulum is going to be a really good combo out there in order to sustain your team as well as dealing a huge amount of damage out there. So that is going to be the recipe for that for the opponents. So now let's start with the Fate Core Corgi right over here, how to defeat him. The thing is that like he doesn't have any kind of dot damages, like AoE dot damages. If that was the case, it would have been much easier to use the first Guardian units, because they can totally counter those kind of boss units who deals like AoE dot damages. All right, but these kind of units really do not have any kind of dot damages, so well, we cannot use the first guardian units and do solo on them. The next thing is that these boss units have this like immunity to like reflect damage, status effects, debuffs, mark effects. So well, they are immune to charm. They're immune to any kind of mark effect out there. They're immune to any kind of status effects. So that is really unfair right up there. So you really have to push them through sheer damage, plus being able to break them really makes them very vulnerable indeed, because right over here, resets upon break, removed upon break, and so many effects out there that is going to provide them a lot of sustenance, which can be totally negated when you break them. So breaking the opponents in this game is definitely very helpful indeed. All right, so right over here, mana dominance. If own mana is 10 or more, become immune to all damage and removes all mana from enemies. Nothing to really worry about right over here, even though it seems to be OP indeed, because they have to use their mana in order to use their skills. All right, so don't really worry about that one. They are not going to go into that level where they have like maximum mana and not use them. That is totally impossible. Okay, now it's time to do the battle starts, which is going to cost me 40 Levi stones per one battle in the FC Corgi, because you are going to battle a lot with him, because you can do unlimited battle against the FC Corgi and get a lot of core rate coupons. Whereas for the FC Chati and the FC Shell, the battles are pretty limited. Alright, so right over here, what to do? Just the normal damage. Let's try to keep on building up the mana for the main boss unit. Alright, so like just chill, just do the normal damage and that's it. Alright, so right over here, okay, just normal damage, that's gonna be it. And you can see that the opponents are already on the charm effect. That's why their attack speed is low. That means they come later and we are pretty faster than them. So let's just keep on hitting them. Why not? Alright, so that like we have like decent amount of mana. And then later on, when it comes to the boss battle, we can just, like spam him real fast. We can clap him right away. Alright, so let's clap the boss later on. Oh my god, I've got so many pronunciation problems. Alright, so it's time to deal some really good damage. Look at that Fate Deva, man. She is annihilation. She is called annihilation against her opponents, alright? Look at that. Okay, so there we go. Pretty easy to deal them, right? No big problem. No big problem. So, this is gonna be the main boss of the first, like, core raid or whatever you may call it. Okay, let's try to deal this damage against that unit right over there. Wow, look at those damage, guys. Well, now it's time to break him apart. Let's break him, alright? And he's not going to see the another turn whatsoever. So now it's time to deal some AoE delete button damage, okay? Some really massive damage. Look at that damage, guys. And I think he's dead. Oh, just some little bit of damage right over there. No problem. Gina is gonna take care of that one without any problem at all. Our waifu is gonna take care of them. Man, whenever I upload the thumbnail of Jinai, it's always banned by the YouTube community. Like, it's toxic to the community. Zennosh, you are not supposed to put like that kind of thumbnail. It's like, what? Hey, this is gonna be the Chati right over here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what we can do is that let's look into her skills. Well, she has that reflect damage and removes all the status effects, blah blah blah. So it's not gonna be a damage dealing type of skill. Next is gonna be the single target skill, which does like damage to a single target. So that is really not a big problem at all. And she has this reflect damage, status effects, diverse mark effects, immunity, and same as that of FC Corgi. So nothing much of difference. All right, so let's try to force her out as well. Let's see if we can actually clap her real fast. Let's try to clap her like a mosquito. Right? Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do some normal damage at first. Wow, look at that damage, man. Look at that damage. I'm so happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's just try to, hit them so that, we have a lot of mana. In this game, if you're a beginner, if you're asking how to gain mana in this game, well, whenever a unit has his or her own turn, at that time, they gain 1 mana, and all the other allies that are in the same row also gain +1 mana. Okay, so that's how the mana system works in this game. That's how you gain mana. Whenever there is a turn of an ally, that ally plus any other ally in the same row are gonna get extra mana. So that is it. Unless you have like mana batteries, like let's say Fate Core Shell and Fate Core Iris, they can provide extra mana for you guys, like +2 or +3 mana. And there is another like passive battery as well, like let's say Fate Core Annie, that provides +3 mana to this ally with the highest attack speed stat. So that is it. Okay, so let's try to defeat that unit right over there. Not a big problem. Okay, so there we go. And now it's time to clap the main boss unit. Let's do it. Chati, oh my god, look at that, man. She looks really good. She is thick, man. She is awesome. She's awesome. Look at the way that she is shaking her ass. Look at that, man. It's like a competition between that Fate Core Chati versus my Fate Core Deva. Who is the one who is shaking their ass the most? I mean, like, she's really good at twerking, man. She's twerking really nice. Alright, whatever that is. Okay, let's kill her. Okay, so there we go. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Let's try to, like break her apart. Right over there, just like that. That is it. Okay, she is now broken. And you can see that, like, the Flame Guardian Stones has now been broken. And whatever the damage I'm gonna deal to this unit is gonna be 100% guaranteed critical damage. So that actually makes this battle really, really easy indeed, alright? And Jinai is actually gonna take care of it. If Jinai was not able to take care of that one, Fate Core Deva would have totally annihilated her, alright? So a good thing that she did not survive till Fate Core Deva, or else she could have faced really severe consequences. Alright, now it's time for finally the Artist of Death. Let's see if I can actually defeat her. So looking into her skills, fast skill right over here, deals 200 damage, 20% damage to all allies, resets turn when the skill hits. What? When this skill is gonna hit, she's gonna have another turn? Whoa, alright. As it does not have any overtime effect like poison, dot damages, alright. So we cannot actually force her with first guardian units. Next is gonna be just, like support skill right over here, nothing to worry about. And it's pretty much the same as that of the Fate Core Corgi and the Fate Core Chati. So well, let's do it. It's gonna cost 100 Levi Stones. Alright, and you can do it only once per day. But the amount of core rate coupons that you can get by defeating her is gonna be massive, alright. So yeah. Even though, like, you did not manage to kill her in the first battle, like, somehow you got defeated by that Fate Core Shell, you can actually keep on continuing to defeat her later on as well by doing multiple battles against her, alright? Lost health will be still the same. But thing is that you will be forced to consume extra Levi Stone because, like, per one battle you have to spend 100 Levi Stone, right? So if you are going to do 2 battles against her, definitely it's gonna cost you 200 Levi Stones, and I really don't think that that's gonna be really that effective because you have to spend a lot of Levi Stones in the Fate Core Corgi in order to farm a lot of core rate coupons so that you can lay your hands on a lot of memory of generals. All right, so that is it. Okay, so there we go. Let's move on to the second stage right over here. Not a big deal, not a big deal. So let's just hit that shit right over there. Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill him. Come on, rats, you can do it. You can do it. The rat rules. Okay, so that's nice. Some damages. Okay, Jinai, that's a critical damage. I like critical damages. Okay, come on, rat. I think. Oh, I thought the final hit should have triggered, but it did not trigger. Final hit triggers when the opponent is at 10% or lower than 10% of their maximum health, and at that time, like, our allies are gonna make that extra hit so that they will stay dead. So anyways, that is it. It's time to save it. Okay. Okay, let's just go with it. Look at the damage! Look at that damage! Oh my god, the Fate Core Deva! Oh my god! Oh my god! She's not even broken yet, guys, ladies and gentlemen. She's not even broken yet. And the damage my Fate Core Deva did to her was freaking insane. My gosh! My gosh! And now she's in the second bar of her health. That's why the nature type of Guardian Stones actually got, like, activated. But it should have been the, like, the flame type, so that she would be receiving that 100% critical damage. But man, I did not actually expect my Fate Core Deva to deal so much. Look at that. How easy it is! How freaking easy it is to just get rid of them. It's too easy, man. Fate Core Shell says nothing. Alright, if you have, as long as you have battery, I mean, like, It's too easy. 5,150 core rate coupons. But that's only for the first time. Because if you're actually going to look for the main rewards right over here, the first time achievement is going to be 4,000 this core rate coupon. And for the boss clear, it's going to be 1,000. And for the battle, it's going to be 150 core rate coupons. So that was the total, you know, the summation, the addition, all right? And from next time when you do it starting tomorrow, you will be only getting like 150 plus 1,000. That's gonna be 1,150 core rate coupons, if I'm not wrong. So that is it, guys, and now it's time to visit the shop where I will be trying to purchase. Oh shit, I still am short of core rate coupons. Yes, that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, why I have stored thousands and thousands of Levi stones. Because it's very, very important. Oh my god, why am I burping so much? You really need to stock up a lot of Levi stones in this game. Please do not use them in exploration. Before, it used to be a really good, like, an option. Like a very good way to earn a lot of essential materials in this game, including the Holy Water of Universe, to do exploration, right? But the thing is that, from now onwards, thanks to the core, you know, like this memory of these generals, you are supposed to save your Levi stones and only spend them in the core raid event, or else, you know, like, you will be missing out a very big opportunity indeed. So don't be that dude. All right, so that is it. I think I already covered up everything out there. If you have any extra questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to know any other facts, information, tips regarding certain aspect of this content right over here, let me know. I would really love to reply with you guys with all the knowledge that I have. And that is it for today, guys. Please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and see you guys in the next video.